Hey everybody, thanks for joining me today on how to clean a paintbrush. Now, a lot of you might just buy cheap paintbrushes and throw them away or just halfway clean them. But when you're paying $25 plus for a brush like this brand right here is a Purdy brush, P-U-R-D-Y, this is the best brush I believe you can buy. Now, why would you buy a brush that costs $25 or $30? Well, to be honest with you, it holds a lot more paint, it feels better in the hand, and it does an excellent job. So when you get a cheap brush, you'll notice that your bristles won't come down to a point like this. It won't hold much paint. The actual bristles are a lot thicker. So you just and it's also a lot thicker through here too. So this is about 1 inch thick by 3.5 inches. This brush will do about everything from walls to trim. So now when you pay that kind of money for a brush, you need to take care of it. And this brush will last a homeowner 10, 20 years. Now if you're a professional like I am, these brushes last 3 or 4 years. So it is worth paying more for your brushes. So the first thing to do is we'll turn on some warm water and we'll just push that paint out. And you'll notice the water gets a little more clear the more you go along. Now I'm doing this inside because it's a little chilly outside. It's about 40 degrees. Or you could do this in a bucket outside if the weather's permitting. Now you're going to see I did a couple of ceilings with this brush as far as cutting in, and then I also primed some woodwork. Now you're going to see that I have some paint right up here that's kind of dried to the outside. So when you go inside, there's still some junk in there, some paint, but the outside's got a lot of crusty paint around it. So we'll just keep working it. Okay. So we're about clear. So what we got to do now to get this out and to comb the brush is a stainless steel brush. Wire brush just like this. They're $4 or $5, and you can also get them with a plastic handle, which I suggest, but I couldn't find mine, so I had to buy this one at one of the box stores, and this is all they had, but stainless steel. So then you take your brush, you hold it against here, any kind of ledge. It could be the outside of a 5-gallon bucket or anything, and so you come in like this. Brush those bristles out all the way up to here on this ferrule. So I'll just continue around. You just want to brush one way. Also, I want to show you that you can clean this ferrule, and I suggest it by going back and forth. You try to keep as much paint off of here as you can. So you got to be aggressive. Don't just barely touch the brush. Get right in there. As you can see, it's already looking better. So now we're going to do the sides. So you just work around the brush. Okay, now we're going to run some more hot water. Well, just warm water. And now we're going to put just a little bit of dish soap on. Work that in. So you squeeze your brush like this, and it pumps the water up and out. Now you're not going to get 100% right off the heel here. That's just part of the game. Eventually, over the years, your brush will start getting stiff coming down this way. And once it gets stiff about 3/4 of an inch, then what I do is I make the brushes a duster brush where I can dust off woodwork and stuff right before I take a better brush and put a coat of paint on. When you think you have it completely clean, get the water out of it and just inspect it. As you can see, that is really nice, but if I needed to, I could come back in again and repeat the process. So now we've got to get the water out of the brush, and that's done with your shoe. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So we're going to head outside. Okay guys, so we have our brush outside, because this might make a little bit of a mess. We're not going to spin it like this. There's some brush spinners that you can buy, and it goes like this, but I don't recommend that at all. You've got the best tool to use, and it's right here. It's your shoe. So we're going to put the tip of your shoe up, and we're going to hit it right here on this ferrule. And we're going to hit it pretty solid, but not enough to bend anything or hurt your toe. So we're going to do that right now. Turn it over. Now, if you have not done your job inside with a wire brush, then you'll have a stripe of paint right here where you flick the paint off, and it'll be underneath on your shoe. Now this one's really clean, so it's perfect, but if you didn't get that, then you would want to go back inside. If you have a lot of white paint here, go back inside or outside and repeat the process. So you can bring a bucket out with you and wire brush it here, and then you come back and get the water out like this. Now you're going to see the brush is all bristled out like this, so we're going to go back inside and I'm going to show you how to tame your brush so it'll look just like new the next time you use it. Alright guys, so we're back inside where we've kicked the water out of the brush, and what you do not want to do is just set this brush somewhere to dry. Another thing that I see people do is sometimes they'll set their brush like this to dry. All that'll do is make these bristles set in whatever shape that you've stuck it in. So if you stuck it like this, it's going to look just like that when you pull it up. So we don't want that. We want to tame the brush. So we're going to squeeze the bristles back together right here, and then we're going to bring the sides in. You see that shape right there? This is the shape that you want to put your brush in, and you want to look down the side. You don't want it with a curl in it like that. You want it nice and straight, because it's going to dry just the way you put it. You want it nice and straight, and you want these sides curved in just like that. So take a little time right here. So you see that? A little bit more here. Now what we're going to do is we'll set it on a flat surface, and it needs to dry, probably 8 hours, maybe even overnight before you use it again. Alright, so I've got the brush all nice and clean and formed the way I want it, so we're just going to lay it on a flat surface like that overnight, and so the next day you'll be able to use it good as new. So everybody, I appreciate all my viewers, and if you're new to the channel, haven't subscribed, please subscribe and then click the bell so you'll be notified on any new uploads I have. So I'll see you on the next video.